Hello, welcome to the House of the Spirit. Welcome home. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Pisces. Let's see, what do we have for Pisces? Okay, a lot of cards. You are the only one who got 3 fairy cards. Let's see. So, what do we have for Pisces for the month of August 2024? While I'm shuffling the cards, I would like to invite you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also like and share the video if it resonates with you. Okay, let's see. The first card is the Loam. I'm sorry. Okay. Beautiful. Next we have the Sage. And the Dark Lady. Okay. Next we have the Seven of Bows. Sorry. With Clearance. The Sun of Life, which is the Sun card in this deck. The Eight of Arrows with Struggle. This is the Eight of Swords. The Knight of Vessels with Eel. This is the Knight of Cups. The King of Arrows with Kingfisher. This is the King of Swords, and the Two of Stones with Challenge. This is the Two of Pentacles. You have a lot of cards, more cards than the others. Interesting. Okay, love, childlike innocence, play, honesty, and essence. And mutation, sudden change, authenticity, justice, ego death. Now I'm going to get a rune. Actually, it's an Ogham, sorry. The Celtic alphabet. Okay. Let's see. This is the letter N, or Nuin. And this is about the connection between worlds and the connection between the macrocosm and the microcosm. Very interesting. So, this is a very interesting reading, and maybe I will start with some of the cards and then get a bigger picture approach after. So, the Loam is about unconditional giving and receiving. The Sage is, of course, about the wisdom that comes with age, with experience. It can be an older person, an elderly person in your life. It can be you feeling like you have achieved some specific wisdom. The Dark Lady is a good representative of shadow work, of understanding yourself, even the parts that are unpleasant. And I think that's going to lead us to the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Swords, because the Seven of Wands has to do with choosing what you want to carry with you forward in your life and what needs to go. So establishing priorities, establishing your needs very well and making decisions, practical decisions in your life that that move you forward from a situation. So the Eight of Swords is about a situation that is very challenging. And we also have here the Two of Stones, and this particular Two of Pentacles is a lot about confrontation and conflict, and also like having a territory or something that is very important to you and that you need to defend. And with the Love here, childlike innocence, play, honesty, authenticity, and the Knight of Vessels. To me, this represents that all this experience and inner knowing that you have of yourself is going to take you to a situation where you're going to face someone. You're going to face, I feel like it's going to be a person, but it might be a situation like more complex than just focusing on one specific person. But I feel like there is a specific person that is going to be very challenging for you. I feel like it's someone who is maybe a little bit cold, a little bit distant, and maybe it's hard for you to kind of communicate with them in a way that is pleasing to you. But I feel like if you have a pure intent, if you manage to preserve a certain childlike innocence, a certain childlike purity, and like a compassionate feeling towards yourself in the situation and also towards the situation in general, try to look at it in a more dispassionate but loving way. I feel like this is the advice of the reading. It's like, you are going to face whatever this is, no matter what. I really feel like you have to do this because it's going to allow you to move forward with someone, with something, or with someone, I don't know. But I feel like you are only going to be respected in this situation if you have this detached love. It's kind of strange. It's like, it's a more generalized love. It's more of love for humanity in general, and love for the flaws, and love for the qualities, but it's dispassionate, but it's discerning at the same time. And that will allow for more justice to be done to everyone. And with the sun here right in the middle, kind of irradiating this beautiful light to the whole reading, I feel like you really need to open your heart to this innocence, to this love. Because I feel like this person is putting you in a mindset of struggle, of not really knowing what to do because you are so tired or you are overwhelmed. You are carrying too much baggage. I really feel like this relationship or this situation, this confrontation, is going to help you really understand what you really need to let go. It's very actually beautiful. And I'm sorry, my voice is a little bit. So the main energy, the first energy of the reading was unconditional giving and receiving. So this is very hard for us. This is a very, very challenging thing for most of us. It's something that is reserved to the most enlightened beings, to the most wise. And I really feel like you are growing into this wisdom of yourself and of life. And it's such a beautiful energy. It's just all-encompassing love. It's really challenging even for me to kind of explain it with my concepts, with my small human mind, you know, very I'm just overwhelmed with the power of this potential. But I think that it's kind of strange, but it's a little bit of a paradox also, because if you express that purity, if you express that love, that is, it's like the sun, it shines upon us all independently of who we are, what we do. It's actually going to be good for a practical situation for you, because I think you are going to be establishing boundaries in a territory that is going to help you maintain this loving way of living and this essence that needs to be preserved. Maybe in the past you were allowing people to categorize you in a certain way, which was untrue, and you kind of allowed it to happen because you didn't really know if it was true, right? You were still kind of studying yourself. But with this combination of cards, there's so much self-knowledge already. And once you kind of unleash it into the world, and you allow for that purity to just be like a laser, like a very pure light, just a beam that is very precise, but it's also very the impact it has, although it's a very precise thing, the impact it has is very generalized. And then after that, you will be able to face the situation that you have in mind, whatever it is. So the concept of this Ogham is a little bit similar to as above, so below, right? So I feel like in August for you, Pisces, this is the moment where you feel like the groundwork that you have done, the work below the surface, the darkness, the dealing with the tough emotions, the dealing with the shadows, with all your blockages, it's going to finally come to the surface and be shown to the world in a way that's really pure. And once you do that, it's going to be very interesting to see this dynamic, this game with another person or with this situation. It's going to make you strong enough to face it. So very interesting and incredibly powerful spiritual energy. A person who is very is a persevering person, is a strong person, although a lot of it is happening below the surface, and maybe many of the people who deal with you do not really understand, or they don't see what you see, and it's hard maybe for you to communicate some parts of you. I think that this is the path that moves you forward also in that, like it's going to be easier to express yourself with a more consistent, and yeah, I think that overall people are going to understand you better also, because you are going to be pure and be it's like be protective of your inner child, but still allow it to burst forward and to express itself even in a playful manner if it's needed. Like a challenge doesn't need to be faced in a serious way. Let's say you can be playful with life if you have a certain detachment from life and you see things a little bit like a game. It's, of course, it's not exactly a game. Everything has serious consequences if it's the case, but it can have serious consequences. But if you move away from everything, it's like the as above so below, the micro and the macrocosm, you see that there's a game going on, right? There's this game of push and pull, and the way you establish yourself can be playful. It's not necessary that it's something that is offensive or something that feels like you have to fight or you have to be in a more aggressive mode. It can be sweet, it can be soft, and it can be light-hearted and playful. Wow, I've learned a lot from this reading. Thank you so much for this, Pisces. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also like and share the video if it resonates with you. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye.